Hey everyone, welcome to Wicked Wednesday. We're not going to get too wicked tonight. We're going to have a little cup of tea and see if we get any paid readings come in. Husband is really tired. Second day of work. He's not used to it. But we'll see. See what happens. We'll have a little chin wag, and if no one shows up for a reading, we'll have a early night, and I'll let my honey go rest. So we're going to try to continue on. He's only been home 20 minutes. So we'll see. We'll do our best to continue on. Not seeing no comments or nothing yet, guys. Just bear with me. Tonight I'm just going to have my old chai tea. Been always drinking new fancy ones. Been missing out on my chai tea. Put on their boxes. There we go. And we're ready to roll on my part. Dun, 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 dun.
Let me make the box so big.
Why? Hey Barb, hey Kathy. Look at the girls from South Brook present here this morning. Or this afternoon. Or tonight. In your time. There we go. Hey Lori. Welcome ladies. Barb, we haven't seen you around only for a while. I hope everything is going good. Hey Rebecca. Good evening, how are you? I'm good. Hey Doreen, my darling, welcome aboard.
Yeah, I want to make that.
Mrs. Susan Locke. Hey sweetie. Ooh. Tea is hot, hot, hot tonight. I gotta let it cool down a little bit. I've had a very busy summer, yes. I say when the kids gets back to school, we'll pick back up again. It's been pretty quiet the whole way around. And so it should be. So people's out visiting and camping and having a good time and out taking the kids to the fair and up to the lake. And, you know, it's just what you should be doing in the summer. And once it gets cool and everybody bunkers back down in again and that old winter depression starts to take hold again, we'll be back. We'll be back. So that is really good, Barb. How are things going for me? Losers. Losses.
Cut off on the end.
I'm not quite sure what's going on. I had 2 major losses. It's $5 cards tonight, sweetheart. So if you got a question you want answered, it's $5 a card. Hey, Donna.
It's the same on my side, and I can't do anything with it.
I can see it over here
Yeah.
on this screen here.
Usually I scroll you up out of the way.
Yeah.
And then make this much bigger and longer, so you don't see all this at the top.
Yeah.
That's as big as it will let me do it.
I don't know, we're having Facebook did all these upgrades and all these downloads and all this other stuff there, and everything has all gone shapooey. We're not quite sure how to get things back the way it was, so we'll wait and see what happens anyway. Put up the link if anybody wants to get a few cards tonight. We'll put up the link, Lori, if you want. Sunday nights, it's free. Wednesday night is my work night. So we need both to have a balance, right? So, what's everybody drinking tonight? I'm having a cup of tea. Got some ground beef took out for supper, but we don't know what we're having yet. Oh man, it's so good, but it's so hot. I wanna get right into it. We had come home year festivals. Was that? Oh, that's nice. That's really nice, Barb. Hello, Kelly. Was a lot of people come home, Barb? There's Mrs. Betty Butt White. She's in the house. Hey, Betty. Welcome, everybody. And anybody new that's here, say hello. Let us know that you're new. If you don't mind sharing out or tagging a friend, I see Betty is tagging Mama Scott. That'd be nice. Ooh, she is hot tonight. Hi, Roxanne. Hi, Amy. I'm new. Well, welcome, sweetheart. Nice to have you here with us. Welcome aboard. The welcoming committee just got in bed. Turned on iPad. And you popped up. Boo! Boo! It's pretty late down home too now. It's what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 o'clock, I guess. Going on for 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Oh, thank you for joining us, my darling. Thank you for Loopy. Sherry, how you doing, sweetie? I hope your holiday was good. I hope you enjoyed your times with your girls. And Loopy. Good answers today in tarot studies, ladies. Oh, it's almost 9 o'clock down home. Wow. Well, we're not staying too late tonight. We'll give it till 20 after, and if nobody comes on with any paid readings, then we'll say goodnight, I think, because my honey is tired. I'm tired. We're all tired. Oh, not feeling well these days. Oh, Sherry, my darling. Are you still over visiting Sarah's page? Oh, Shirley's there. She got the grandbabies tonight. So she can't stay. You enjoy them grandbabies, my darling. You enjoy those grandbabies. Good evening, Larry. I try. Good, good, good. Sarah and Reese might be asleep tonight. I didn't make any... Oh, I did make an announcement, didn't I? I did make an announcement. We will try... I hope you find some comfort, Sherry, my darling. Shirley's off with all the grandbabies. What's the weather like at your place, Laurie? Oh, we got a few people here. Hey, Little Red, Doreen just logged on. Welcome, sweetheart. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks, guys, to the ones that shared out. I appreciate that. Big purple hearts coming up from Chelsea. 99. That's hot, but it's not too bad, right?
It's pretty hot.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we'll say a little prayer. And maybe we'll do a little share out and pull a card or something. Eater besides the pain. What's Betty saying there? It's our computer is cut off. We can't see all the comments that's coming in, which is really sucky. But I do see it. It's 22 here in Manitoba. I tell you, it was that cold down there. We had to turn the heat on. It's cold air. We've had
16 all day is what the van said.
16 all day. Rob's saying that's what the van said. It's 5:22 p.m. Yeah, we got 5:22. So there's an hour between us, Chelsea. There's an hour between us. Well, Betty Bop's tagging everybody out. So let's pray, connect to the cards, and let's see if we can bless somebody. Spirit, let my mind be open and may knowledge flow. Let my hearers hear what needs to be heard. Let my eyes see what needs to be seen. May I understand the images and the symbols laid before me. Let my tongue speak the truth and offer words of wisdom. Let my heart be open to feel each person I read for tonight, their happiness or their sadness, and may my hands bring forth healing. I call on our ancestors now to step forward, to guide and direct me in these readings this afternoon, that each and every one of us continue on our journey's path, seeking self-truth, self-knowledge, self-understanding, self-forgiveness, and above all, self-love as we continue on. I pray for Betty and Sherry. I pray for my mom and anybody else that's struggling with health conditions tonight. I pray that they find peace and understanding. I pray for anybody that's suffering from any anxiety or depression tonight, and anybody that's just suffering from anything that they can't express verbally. For all the ones that holds things inside and carries a weight that's very hard. I pray for them that everybody just finds comfort and has a peaceful night of rest tonight. May this be a little place where their worries fade away tonight and we enjoy some sister and brotherhood and have a good fellowship tonight. Amen. Reese is here and Sarah's here. Welcome, everybody. Thank you, Kathy. Love, shared, and liked. I love you. I love you. Hi, sis. Ooh, I made it tonight for the prayer. Appreciate kindly. Blessed be. Thank you, Amy. Amen. Sarah, amen. So we got no paid readings come. Oh wait, now we do have a paid reading come in, and we got one from Lori. Okay, Lori, my darling. Oh, and I got another one there. So we do have a few paid readings. So Lori, do you have a question, or do you want to a general? Whatever you want, you get to tell me. And then after Sherry, my darling, we got you. Is there anything particular you wanted me to look at for you? So put up what you want and we will take a look at it for you. We'll give Lori a chance to see what she's got to say there. And Sherry, whichever one puts it up first is fine. You could have a general. If there's a specific question you'd like me to look at, then I could do that too. General for Lori. A general note, just let the spirits ride. All right. So we'll start with Lori and then we'll do Sherry. Ooh. Okay, my darling, you got a lot of conflict around you right now. You're in a time of there's conflict, there's disagreements, there's challenges, there's obstacles, and you're really looking for insight. I think there's been a loss of some sorts around you, sweetheart. You do have that Two of Pentacles in reverse. So your foundation has taken a loss around you. I got the King of Swords, sweetheart. And you do feel like somebody is lying or being dishonest to you, that somebody is playing a manipulated game around you. I don't think you're getting the whole picture of what's going on. And I know you said you had two major losses, but I don't know if this is connected to those losses or not. I don't know. I could see that there has been something going on within the family, and it's connected to the family. That's your overall focus right now. But there's something missing there. I don't know if there's a loss of something, if something was taken too soon, or somebody is trying to take something from you that's causing this fight or this disagreement, or so it almost feels like too, like it could be some source of competition or something around you. But with either way, I don't know if this been I got a father figure here. I lost my husband and my son. Holy cow. So make no wonder. So, sweetheart, can I ask how you lost your husband and your son? Hey, Crystal. Hey, Dylan. Hitting everything on the head. Yeah, but was there some kind of fight, sweetheart? Like, because now we got this moon card here, and there's a lot of fear attached to that card, sweetheart. I mean, a lot of fear. I mean, it could be the fear of moving on or moving towards something else. And I mean, it's easy to see that, somebody played a game and something got turned upside down here. But this is a decision that somebody made. And then this manipulation came into play here. And that moon card, there's a lot of deception there, and there's fighting and rowing and competition. So I don't know. I'm asking about your son and that because I don't know if feels like there could be some circa blood disorder for my husband. 39-year-old son, I can't see what she's saying. Blood disorder for my husband made it first in COVID. My 39-year-old son, there was suspicion. Is that what she's saying?
You can see more than I can.
So, because to me, sweetheart, there feels like there's something heavy there. That's why I'm asking deception somewhere. Yeah, because there's something not right there. I don't think you're getting the whole picture, sweetheart. And I don't want to put something in there to give you any more worry than you're going through. But I also feel that there was a decision, and there was control, and there was manipulation, and there was someone being controlled and someone being manipulated. See, go down to the cards. I got this one here. He's in reverse. I'm feeling something. This is all about family. This is your family card. This is your tree life. This is your Kabbalah. And this here is your 2 pentacles. Something you lost, something here. Your stability was taken away from you. But it was done by a decision that somebody made. And I feel the King of Swords, he made a decision, and there's manipulation, there's controlling, there's something around him. But the Father card, he's in a upright position. He had no control. This was natural. This was natural, but this is where, that's why I asked about the Sun, because the deception is here, right? Here's the struggle here between the decision that was made. And over here with the Father, sweetheart, in that Eiferfin card, I mean, we're doing soul searching, and we're asking for guidance, and we're seeking inner peace, and we're looking at it through a different perspective. And, you know, and you're just thinking over and over and over this and that and that and this. But it feels like this was divine. This here don't feel so much, sweetheart. It really don't. You could go back up, babe. So to my question, sweetheart, if you do feel like there was something shady behind this, I do believe there was something very shady behind that. I really do, sweetheart. I feel there was, but it was his decision. It's like he put himself in that position. That's what we need to remember. It's like we put ourselves in that place. We chose to go there. We chose to get our foundation took it. We knew the circumstances before it happened. But with that being said, I think there's going to be more revealed. There's more truths coming up. Somebody is holding on to a key. Somebody is holding on to something here that's more than meets the eye, sweetheart. So that is your reading, sweetheart. But I think that somebody knows something, and it's more than meets the eye. Because I do feel like there was shady stuff going on around the passing of your son. So, and if you felt that, or whatever the circumstances on that, I don't know. I don't think it was natural. I really don't, sweetheart. I get it. Oh yes, they do. Yes, and it feels very dark and very sad, and somebody's holding it. Somebody's holding on to something very dark and deviant there. And if you were wondering if there was any truth to the way you're feeling, absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. So you're dealing with that on one end, and you're dealing with the loss of your husband on the other end. But I really feel like it was his time. That was natural. You know, that was... There was no change in that. That was his story. That was his destiny. That's the way things were supposed to move there. But this other was not so much. A lot of evilness attached to that. So that is for you, my darling. So next we'll move on, and we will do Sherry. So Sherry, you just want a general, my darling, and see what Spirit wants to give to you. Georgina, my darling, it's $5 cards tonight. Sundays is free. Tonight's where we make a little bit of money to help us out, to keep us going. Oh, thank you, my dear. You will. Thank you. Yes, I'm trying to get by. Thank you for my hubby. Thank you. You're very welcome, my darling. Annabelle. Hey, honey. You're very welcome, my darling. My computer's not showing me all. I'm trying to get by. Yes, 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 for my hubby. Thank you. Yes, so, you know, sweetheart, you know, it will come out. Somebody's holding something. It will come out. It will come out. They're just afraid right now. Okay, Sherry, my darling. Thank you, Lori, for the stars. Thank you, sweetie. Okay, what does Spirit want to say to Sherry? I'm going to do yours a little bit different here, sweetheart. I'm going to do yours like this, Sherry. The Hierophant card. This is a it's one of those cards, if not the most, I don't know how to say that word. Controversial? No. Controversial cards in the pack. When the Hierophant shows up, sweetheart, to me, with this card, I'm getting the feeling it's very religious. It's very religious. And it feels like we're asking the question, why have you forsaken me? Why are you putting me through this? Why am I suffering like this? And you got other people looking up at you and watching you suffer. Right now, sweetheart, you're feeling very empty, very exposed, but you got that star card there. And there's a lot of hope in that star card. And it's coming to a place where we become realigned with oneself, one's thoughts, one's hearts, one's spirits, one's awareness, one's potential, one's destiny. You got two major kind of cards right off the bat, dear sweetheart. And you know what I want to say there is, like, you're going to receive your answer soon and find the peace what you are seeking. That's what that feels like to me. And you're at a breaking point here with some decisions in your life. And I also feel like you're looking at loyalty, Sherry, in a different way. Loyalty is in a way that you never looked at things before, and is bringing you some kind of insight. You might find this hard to believe. Have you thought about moving? Like, are you moving? Like, are you moving? Are you leaving your home? Are you moving? Sherry, do you own your own home? This is a little bit different here, Sherry. So, I mean, I understand that spiritual side of it, but I also feels like you're making a decision about, but I mean, are we moving from the present and going and relating back to your childhood, to your mother, to your past, to all those things in your life? Because right now, it's like, it almost feels like we're clinging. I'm staying in my apartment, away from everyone. Oh. And that's the decision That's the decision about moving away. That's the decision about where loyalties lie. And you're getting a new sight and a new understanding from that. You know, Sherry, clinging to the past here. I don't know quite how to say this, but clinging, no one in my family can take care of me. Yeah, the batteries is dead in this. Sherry, it's almost like a realization of sorry about that, Sherry. So basically what I'm seeing here, sweetheart, I'm gonna sum it up. I'm gonna sum it up here, Sherry, and I'm gonna let you tell me if I'm right or I'm wrong. So it almost feels like you're at a point and you're asking God, why He put you through this? Why have you forsaken me? Why are you letting me suffer like that? And other people is around you watching you suffer. And you're in a place where you're feeling very vulnerable and you're between both worlds and you're trying to align everything together to find the peace that you need to move forward. And you are her making the decisions of loyalty. And I do feel like that and you know what? It just feels like to me that you're not letting anybody break your inner peace right now, but there is a new energy that's flowing over you. And would it be fair to say, Sherry, that what's keeping you going right now is memories from the past and trying to fill your mind with as many beautiful and peaceful memories of the past? So that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that the cards are telling me where you're to mentally and physically right now. It's more within the mind. And you're to the realization of loyalty, of people that feeling really alone. But the only thing that's keeping you sane is the memories. It's almost like living in it's a hard reading, Sherry. Because I don't want to say too much. But your energy right now is coming from your past memories, from the happy times in your life, and that's the only meat that you got to grab onto right now. So Sherry, if I'm right about what I just seen in those cards, if I'm right about what I could say in those cards, that if I just read your inner thoughts, then you gotta know that that's not me, Sherry. That's spirit working through me to give you that message. That He understands how you feel. He understands what you're thinking about. He understands what state of mind you're in. He knows that what you're feeling and why you're feeling why is all this coming on you, and that you're feeling vulnerable, and that you are trying to figure this all out and accept this, but you're also hungry for the people in your life that you feel that's not there and supporting you, and the only thing that's keeping you going is clinging to the past and things off a better time, that he's recognizing everything that's going on within your mind, within your body, and within your spirit right now. See, Sherry, that's not me. If I'm right, there's nothing here bad to say. It's not that. It's just like, I don't want to freak you out by getting in your mind and telling you what you're thinking, your inward thoughts, and you know, all those things. Like, that's what I feel like. I'm being forsaken, and why me, and why am I going through this, and why am I hurting, and why have you chosen me to put me through this? What did I do so wrong? You know, that's what I feel like. And I feel like, okay, this is my destiny. I'm trying here, but I'm broken. Only thing keeps me going is that I'll be okay. You will be okay. And that is what I'm trying to tell you, that this message is not from me. This message is from Spirit, and Spirit is saying, I validate your emotions. I validate what you're going through. I see your pain. I see your struggle. I see that you're trying to keep going. I see that you're clinging to better memories. Seems like vibrations. You're not alone. Absolutely, Brother Reese. Validation, you're not alone. And yes, thank you, Reese. Thank you, Reese, because that's what I want to say. You're not alone. Right, because you're saying you got yourself barricaded into your apartment, that you're alone, that's where you're too. But you're not alone. That's it, Reese. You're not alone. Spirit is there. He's with you. He sees your thoughts. He sees your tears. He sees your fears. He sees everything else that's going on around you. That's it. You're not alone. You're not alone. You might think you're physically alone, but spiritually, he's not alone. And that's what these cards are trying to say, but I couldn't get the words out of my mouth until Reese just said it, that you're not alone. I validate that I'm there with you. I'm walking with you. I see your tears. I see your fears. I see and understand your deepest thoughts. I understand what you're going through. I'm in much the same. I'm alone, but I feel my ancestors, yes. And they will carry her. They will carry you, Sherry. When your time comes, they will carry you. They will guide you home. They will get you home. And, you know, I wish Sister Joanne was there, because she got a powerful story about when she crossed over, that her ancestors came there and they guided her. She knows now without a shadow of a doubt that they come. Oh, she is here. That they come. I just said your name and you pop up, sis. When I'm sharing your little story, sis, about when she died, that her father and a pastor, both that has passed, come to collect her. And they will, Sherry. They will come to collect you when the time is right. You are not alone. And they see and they hear, and they Spirit is feeling. You might think you're physically alone, but she's not, is she, Reese? There's people all around you, and they're the ones that's talking to me. They're the ones that's opening these cards up so I could see and understand what you're going through and tell you what you need to hear here tonight. So that is for you, my darling. We'll continue to pray for you, and we're so glad that we got to meet you and spend time with you. And we love you, sweetheart, and we're there for you. Okay, moving on. Crystal. Crystal, do you have a question, sweetheart? Sarah, me and you are going for a tea tomorrow morning. Thank you so much. You're so welcome, my darling. You know what, Sherry? Talk to your ancestors. Talk to spirit. Hey, Melissa, talk to your ancestors. Talk to your ancestors. You're not alone there. You might think you're isolating from the world, but they're all around you. Get up tomorrow morning, Sherry, and make yourself your coffee and your tea, and ask them, would anybody like a cup of tea or coffee with me? Go sit to your table and put out a coffee or a teacup or a coffee mug for them, and tell them, talk to them. You'll feel so much comfort, Sherry, if you just trust me on this. Just trust me, sister, because they are all around you. Where else do you think your ancestors are right now? They are rallying around you. I always find spirit money from them. Well, if they're like my ancestors, they leave me stupid old dimes. I want to find a lotto ticket. Like, come on now. Come on now, send me a friggin' lotto ticket. But okay, I did find an old book with old lotto numbers in it, and I play them every week. So maybe I am, but why do they leave us dimes and not winning lotto tickets? I don't understand.
Or at least a whole dollar.
At least $1. Oh, we're just having a little chuckle. Okay, so Crystal, just a general for Crystal. What does Spirit want to say to Crystal? I'm good, Melissa. How are you, sweetheart? I seen your pretty picture up the other day, you darling. A phone call used to be a dime, yeah? It used to be a dime. Maybe it's from that. Call someone who cares. Here's a quarter. Call someone who cares. Call someone who listens. Hey, no dimes required. Okay, let's see, my darling. What does Spirit want to say to you? Crystal, crystal, crystal. Look at that box up on max. I think it could be too close to that candle. Is that the batteries, babe? Mm-hmm. Kathy? I think it's picking up something from here. Whatever it was, it's left. Yes, Melissa, I could give you a reading, sweetheart. I got one more and then I could do you a reading, sweetheart. Pop-up queen, here, book it private, enough to show, and you could get up tutorial with me in makeup. Oh, but you have to pay. Sis, with me in a makeup close, full off makeup, but you have to be paid by the end of the show. Yes, we're going to do a makeup tutorial. Sis is going to do a makeup tutorial. And there she's giving free entries into the makeup tutorial with lots of prizes and giveaways into that. So that's a cool gift to give away, sis. I know, I love my candles, Karen. This is my newest candle. We got some more coming. We're not selling them, but I keep buying them. I keep buying them. So I just love them. I got the little one that comes with her now. She's on her way. Okay. Ooh, crystal. Oh, honey, these are sad cards, but they're powerful cards too. I don't know if you're going through this right now, Crystal, or if this is coming towards you, but you're in the process of leaving something. You are moving away from something. This could be a relationship, this could be a job, and this is not an easy decision, Crystal, for you to make. And there's a lot of emotion and there's a lot of knowledge involved in this new thing that you're about ready to embark. But you know what? You could go back up. But do you know what here, sweetheart? You know what's cool about this? And it's funny, I was thinking about that card today, Crystal. I was like, fuck it. Why not? Why not go for it? Why not? Why not take the leap of faith and just go for it? That's the fuck it card. It really is. If you want to chuck it in the fuck it bucket card, then the Fool is that card. He absolutely is that card. And that was running through my head. What do you got to lose? Why not? You know, it just reminded me, you know, when I was home and on welfare and when I was a young girl, and I was like, what have I got? What's the worst can happen? I go to the mainland and I hate it up there. What's the worst can really happen if I go? I have to come back and start over again if I don't like it. Like, seriously. And that's where I feel you're too. And sometimes it's not easy. It was hard to walk away from my mom. It was hard to walk away from my dad. And I could still see my grandmother crying in the bedroom window when I pulled out that afternoon. And none of us have ever seen my grandmother cry in her life. But she cried the day that I left home. And she... You know, she was so sick. She was recovering from a stroke and she was finally fighting her back. And I was telling her, you know, Nan, you could go and do anything you want. Don't let anybody put restrictions on you. If you feel you're going to get back in your home, then you prove them wrong. You get back in your home. And she friggin' did too. But the point being, I had to leave behind things that I loved. But I left under a lot of mental circumstances, a lot of pain, and there was a journey, and it was a long journey, but I still went with a childlike faith. I went and I said, I don't care, I gotta go. I just had to go, and that's the energy I'm feeling with these cards around you right now, Crystal, that you're going to be going somewhere. There could be a shift and a change in a relationship and a job, and it's not going to be easy. There's going to be a lot of love and things that you might have to leave behind, and there's going to be a lot of emotional thought and stuff going into this move. And even with all that being said, sweetheart, you are going on a new journey. This is a new time for you. This is creativity flowing. This is possibilities open up. This is like going through it. Like, I had a reading yesterday with a woman, and you know, I was like, there's fucking towers all around her, and I mean all around her, with her child, with her husband, with her work, with her business. There was towers all around her, but she is going to get to re-choose how she rebuilds out of this situation. And I don't know where she's going to rebuild right yet, because she's in the midst of that right now. But you, my darling, you're heading into a new light, a new day, a new perspective. And it ain't always easy to giddy up and get on down the road. or a clap off down the road, whatever it is Sarah says. It ain't always easy. But I'm telling you, sweetheart, if you've been wondering if you should move away from something and you've been having an emotional journey and a lot of scary thoughts, do it, because there's something beautiful. A new beginning awaits, a new dawn dawns, or new dawn. How did he say that? A new day dawns. Go for it. Go for it, because it is absolutely going to bring a new experience, a new energy, new love, new light, new beginning, and a fresh. I got that card before with you. I remember you saying, chuck it in the fucking pocket. I'm still working on chucking it. Yes, it's time, Crystal. You gotta chuck it. And I haven't said that for a long time, Crystal. Run like the clappers. That's it. It's time to start running like the clappers. It really, 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 really is. It's time to start running. It's time to get in that boat, whether it is a physical boat or a mental boat, and commit to this next part of your journey. Commit to it. Commit to the new flowers. Commit to the new days. Commit to all the new joy that is coming forth for you. Because I'm telling you, this is a new beginning that's dawning for you. And you're going to be going into a new place if you just chuck it. Chuck it, chuck it, chuck it, and move forward. You know what you got to do. I know it's a painful decision, but I'm telling you, what's about ready to happen, what you're about ready to embrace, new energy, new love, new understanding, new security, new mental awareness. It's all there for the taking, Crystal, if you just chuck it in the fuck it bucket, whatever that is. That could be a relationship. That could be a friendship. That could be work. I don't know what it is, what you need to chuck out, but you know what it is you need to chuck out. And it's time to move forward. The cards are in alignment and they're telling you, I can't move you forward in your journey until you make this decision. So that is for you, my darling. So we're going to move on from Crystal, and then we're going into Angie. Angie, my darling, do you have a question? You're welcome, my darling. You're welcome. Hey, Gail, I seen you pop on there. Betty's been looking for you. Now, Angie. Yeah, you're right next, Melissa, my darling. You are right after Angie. You are next. Thank you guys to everybody that shared out. Thanks for the little thumbs up. Thank you for the stars. Okay, Angie, my darling. Let's see what the cards has got to say to hand. We're looking for a good reading here, Angie. We're looking for a moving on. We're moving on up to the top. Someone reminded me about George Jefferson a couple of days ago. Okay, Angie, my darling. Let's take a look. That's a good card. We're in a time of healing. We're in recovery. We're spending time away from others. This is isolation card, but we need this. We need this card, because after being mentally overwhelmed and mentally broken down and mentally just screwed up right across the board, this is one of those cards that is better in reverse, because this could now represent that we are in recovery, that we are moving forward. The Page of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. So that would come true as your boy, sweetheart. So I do feel like there could be something going on around him. There could be exhaustion or some depression attached to him. Or there even could be a little bit of bad news attached to him, Ange. So there is something going on there. And we have the Father card. So there is something going on there around him and the Father. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on, Ange. Like, we had our week. We said I spent a week with him. We spend our week, and you seem to be coming out of it. But it do feel like something is being taken away here, Ange. I don't know if the Father... I don't know. I haven't checked the mail in a bit. Because it almost feels like, to me, Ange... Yeah. Yeah. There still feels like all your cards are in reverse. We're in a process of learning, and to me, sweetheart, it feels like you're beginning to heal, but there's still a lot of damage done here, and I'm a little bit worried and concerned for that Page of Pentacles, because almost like we're getting robbed off a lot of our innocence here. Do that make sense? I don't know if because Dad is in reverse here, Ange, and when Dad is in reverse, he's not being the father that he should be. And I'm not saying he's a bad father, Ange. I'm not saying nothing like that. We all fuck up at times, and I guarantee you that every one of us has our cards upright and in reverse, our mother and our father cards. But it almost feels like, to me, that maybe too much got said to that little boy that is causing anxiety and depression and insecurity around him. That's what that feels like to me. And it feels like we still haven't calmed ourselves. We still, that pure and perfect love, there still feels like there's deceit there still feels like there's hurt there's pain there, and it feels like something has been taken away, and we're trying to recover in the process. It still feels a bit icky. It's not hard cards like it was before, Ange, but it still feels icky. It feels like we still haven't controlled that inner beast. It still feels like, especially the father or the husband, right? It still feels like we're still trying to control it. They're still rage. They're still hurt. They're still lost. They're still angry. And we don't have the willpower or the self-confidence to keep that rage in alignment. And if we don't adjust the child right now, because it do feel like something has been taken away, and I do feel like a sense of exhaustion or the depression or overthinking and worrying about tomorrow and worrying about it. There's too much worry being placed on a younger energy around you, and we got to rebuild that because something was taken there. So we're in a time of recovery, Ange, but we got to stop now and we got to look at the big picture, and we got to look at exactly how everybody was affected by this, because I think that Paige has been affected. I think the Emperor's being affected, and I'm afraid that the outcome for the Paige is that pure and perfect love that he once gave, he mightn't be able to give that. So we need to fix that. And for the husband, we need to get that temper under control, because it still feels like that inner peace is broken. So there is a long recovery. There is a long time. This ain't going to be fixed overnight, because everybody was robbed from something here, right? Something was taken away from everybody just in an instance like that. So, yeah. I mean, the cards mightn't look bad, but they tell a sad story. They tell a story of people in recovery and people that is broken. But do you know what, Ange? With all that being said, yeah, it's a story of people being broken and in recovery, but it also tells us what we need to work on, what we need to focus on, where we need to go, what the key core of it is. And that is, both of them is feeling something was taken away, and we need to fix that so we could have complete healing, complete growth, complete happiness again. So that is for you, Hinge, my darling. You know, because sometimes we get so busy trying to fix, you know, especially in grown-ups, we get so busy trying to fix ourselves from broken hearts, we overlook the children, but their little emotions are so important too. So that's something that we need to look on, something that we're still needing to work towards, Hinge, my darling. But the good news are we are in recovery, and we still, you know, Spirit had pinpointed what we need to really look at. And that is your husband's anger, I guess, and the little boy's heart and emotions. That's what we really, and you don't leap too quick, too fast, because you're still in recovery too. So there's a lot there. Okay, Melissa, my darling. Melissa, my darling. And Melissa's going to be the last one for this evening. And I'm going to let my poor husband go. Hi, Susan. Hey, Kat. I seen you guys pop in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to do one more reading, and I think we're going to call it a night. My husband had a long day. I had a long day. We haven't got any supper made here yet tonight. So things are going to be a little bit different. We're going to try to keep doing our Wicked Wednesdays. But with him working all day now and having early nights, we're going to do the best we can. So, without further ado, we're going to plunge right in, and we're going to do Melissa. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you for the ones that got paid readings. Thanks to the ones that sent stars tonight. Thanks to Sis for offering that little gift. And Melissa, my darling, let's see what the cards wants to say to you. Melissa, is there anything particular, my darling, you want me to look at for you tonight? Hey, Amy. Just flick her up and see. All right. What is spirit? Ooh, we got trouble in a relationship. All right, my darling, this is conflict. This is more people are hurting. People are really friggin' hurting. So, sweetheart, I do feel like we got something going on within a relationship. We got your two cups here in reverse. And when that card shows up, sweetheart, in reverse, this is conflicting messages with someone that we love. And it's usually a partner. This could be a business partner, could be a co-worker, could be a boss, but usually it is our partner, our physical love partner, because it is cups. So there is some kind of conflicting messages, and I got a feeling there could be some deceit and lies built around this, and somebody is afraid, and there's fears and deception, and this card is really telling you to trust your intuition. Let your intuition guide your ear with these cards. And then you got the Three of Wands here, sweetheart, and that's looking into over a horizon, seeing something from a different perspective. There's opportunities. There's opportunities await for you or somebody around you. I don't know if this is a miss. It almost feels like more like a missed opportunity. It's almost like, I don't think I've ever said this before, but Melissa, it almost feels like the ship has sailed and you're seeing things that you love move away from you, being lost in the I've never seen that card like that before. Seeing things move away. It's like you're up on a higher hill and you see all these things in your life moving away, going off in a different direction. I don't know if this is I'm lost. Yes. And yes. Because it just feels like to me that all the things that anchor you down and give you that security and that joy and that happiness feels like, I don't know if it is, but it feels like it's moving away, and you're seeing your happiness drift away further and further and further out into the horizon, and you're in a place of being tied up. You're in that Hangman card, and I don't know if you're feeling like treason or if you're feeling confined or trapped or unfairly accused or unfairly adjust, something unfairly. Something just feels unfair here can attach to this, and we're feeling beaten down, and we're feeling beaten down. We're feeling caught in the middle between, this is card here. It's like we're just caught in the middle of someone else's mindset or somebody else's mind control, and it feels like we're expanding, like we're being pulled on both sides. And that's what that card is about. Who are you? Who's taking something from you? Who is crying? Who's caught in the middle? Who's walking away? But there's a loss there. There's a feeling beaten down, there's fear, there's loss, there's deception, there's humiliation attached to that card. Guys, a lot of sad cards tonight. Holy tamale, a lot of sad cards tonight. But with that being said, sweet, I gotta pull you another card, honey. Yeah, again, go down to the table. We're looking for a way out. We're looking for a way out. We're trying to see it. You've been taking on a lot of energy, Melissa, a lot of built up energy, and it's really it's really got you in a place of feeling withered and broken and beaten down. So, sweetheart, you got to release this. Hey, Tanis, my darling, you got to release this. You really do. I think this is connected to you and your husband, and I know you're scared, and I know there's a lot of deceit and treason and loss and seeing things move away from you and feeling trapped and feeling you're confined right now, Melissa. But with all that being said, I mean, I don't know, sweetheart, if you got someone to talk to or someone you could really use a good set of ears, Melissa. Like a really good set of ears. You could really use someone that's not on Team A or Team B, but someone that's right in the middle. Someone that could really, you could express yourself to. I don't know if you're on anxiety pills or depression pills. I don't know if you've talked to a doctor, but it do feel like, Melissa, that you could use some good, strong, solid advice, whether it's from one of your children or a doctor or a close friend. But whoever, sweetheart, you really got to break through this. We need to come through this. We need to come through this so we could see the joys that we have. And you know, Melissa, I've got something like this before. And you know, I don't know the situation, but I got something like this before, sweetheart. And it was a mother broken because her children were leaving home. Right? But I don't think that's the case, because we got that Two of Cups, and there's a lot of, but it could be a whole sea of all kinds of different things. Could be a whole sea of all kinds of different things. So that is for you, sweetheart. Yeah, the King of Cups. It's going to take a while to come out of that, sweetheart. We're going to have to really do some soul searching and some work there. Melissa, my darling, I'm going to be praying for you. I'm going to ask our prayers, people here that gives out those beautiful prayers, to pray for you, Melissa, and keep you uplifted in the next little while, because you're really going to need it. Is there anything, Melissa, you want to ask me, my darling, before I say good night? Hey, Jay. It looks really sad. I just want to make sure Melissa's okay before we say goodnight, guys. Work. Not much about work. Your work would be your pentacles. Come down, babe. There's not much, dear sweetheart, about work right now. That's the little pinnacles. That's the little round disc, sweetheart. Anything right now is we're trapped. There's nothing moving. So to me, with these cards, sweetheart, we're at a standstill. We're not moving. You know, nothing is moving in these cards right now around you, sweetheart. So, with that being said, I'm going to say good night. God bless. Take care of each other. Melissa, my darling, you could use a good reading. And to help you get back on the track that you need to get back on. So good night. God bless. Take care of each other. I love you all dearly. Again, thank you for your support. Thanks for liking and sharing the page, guys. Just thanks for everything. We will be back Sunday. If you're here tonight, maybe Spirit will lead you to a little blessing on Sunday night. We love you all dearly. I love you too. I love you too. Yeah, you're late and we're early. Rob's working now. I got a working man on me, and so I got to go feed him up, get his belly full, get his washed up, and getting into bed and tucked in. So good night. God bless. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you Sunday